This is decision time. All the scouting, all the film work, all of the meetings and discussions for this moment.
Congratulations, we're going to make you a New England Patriot.
Meetings.
A physical presence.
Poring over tape. The combine. Pro days. All are pieces of the puzzle in acquiring and drafting players.
We're trying to really feel good about what the role was on third down.
Yeah, the communication's not great.
Line of scrimmage, like forcing the run on early downs.
A few years ago, Oregon, you know, to quote the old, like, nobody's in the building more than this guy, like, nobody's in the building more than this guy.
We are inside a Patriots scouting meeting in the month of February.
Meeting's kind of a culmination of a long road that we've traveled with a lot of these prospects as scouts, trying to get our draft board right and really giving everybody a platform to speak their piece on a player.
But I put that into ball skills factor grade as opposed to the instincts factor grade.
We like to bring the area scouts that know these players that are in the draft better than anyone. Bring them in, give them a chance to present their guys in front of us and talk through their background, talk through how the player fits into our scheme.
He's someone more fluid, like he's gonna be able to cover like a variety of players.
Like star, like
Yeah.
A really, really important piece to our process is being collaborative, openly communicating what our thoughts on what we think about players.
in sub defense, he had the versatility to play man. I just have reservations with like the size and strength, like down near the line.
The same is true on the pro side, where Steve Cargile and his group scour over tape as well.
Defensive lineman with traits.
Yeah.
Like a list.
We try to have an evaluation on every player each year. That's probably in the range of about 2,700 to maybe 3,000 reports each year. As part of that, there are also guys that are on the street who we want to make sure we know about, guys that don't make the team each year. And then even guys from other professional leagues, you'd be hard-pressed to find a player that we don't really know about. 2017, we have a left shoulder injury. I think the easy part of evaluating is telling whether or not a player is good or not good. The harder part is really defining what that player's role will be in our system, especially if that guy is playing in a different system or a different scheme. College, history of stingers. So that might go with the shoulder injury, right?
Included in this group is Marshall Oyem.
I evaluate, all 53 players on our upcoming opponents. I watch players for free agency. I watch players for the draft. How athletic is the player? How instinctive is he? What's their coverage instincts? How well do they match up against their competition? Very good ability to close space. Powerful on contact, good wrap tackler. You kind of want to find out what they do well and identify those things and bring those to the coaching staff.
That'll be our task going forward here, certainly with Elliot and Steve and Marshall and all those guys taking, what they're doing on the pro side and trying to tie it into, what's going on, what the forecast is in the draft.
Lucas Oil Stadium is the Patriots' home away from home during the Combine. New England will have 2 working suites during this period.
This is the primary suite that we work out of here at Lucas Oil Stadium for the 4 days of workouts, Thursday to Sunday. We watch the players run through the 40s, jumps. There's roughly, call it 10 to 15 of us scouts here.
But it's in the interview suite where some of the most meaningful information can be gathered.
This is one of the most important pieces. So they come in, we greet them. We kind of start off an initial conversation, ask them, basic general conversation starters. So we basically have 20 minutes there on the clock and then it kind of counts us down.
We have a bullhorn. It's kind of hard to hear because the door's closed and we're kind of, we're locked in on the guy. So there is a bullhorn, but it's pretty distant.
We get to know these kids and kind of see if their personality matches, the player that we see on the field.
And I think too, these are really long days and we're trying to, the transition in our program is going to be long days. There's a mental stamina element to this.
This is far nicer than, they did in the past, so.
And she would know. Nancy Meyer says she's been involved in at least 30 combines. 4 years ago, we introduced you to what the interview room looked like then.
Well, this is the New England Patriots room. They just take a hotel room and flip it to be an interview room. So they'd take out some of the furnishings in there. You'd have the beds removed, but the headboard to the bed was still, drilled onto the wall. Our room is kind of limited. Yeah, you have real catering here. You can have hot foods and, you can really make it a room that you can come and spend part of the day, even if you're not interviewing players. It's a good meeting space for these guys to talk about what has been going on and what they've seen on the field, and we really didn't have that prior to that. So I think it makes for a good environment for our scouting staff.
The dessert gets hit a lot, definitely. We touch those brownies, those cookies. Oatmeal raisins my go-to. Yeah, I need to. That's tough. That's a tough part of the road. We gotta find ways to stay fit. So once I get back home, it's definitely the diet starts on Monday.
What I like most about the Combine is St. Elmo's Steakhouse. No, but seriously, I think the amount of information that you can acquire in a short amount of time. You get all the medical. You get an opportunity to meet with and interview guys.
He just doesn't look to catch it. He either wants to make the hit or go for the PBU.
I was probably less there. I thought he had issues tracking it. I thought he was really unnatural, like ball hawk, jump and intercept. I thought it was, if he did get it out, it was going to be to punch, attack the catch pocket, but I just didn't have a lot of conviction about him finishing on the ball.
We've got pro days to go through in that whole process.
It's fun waking up in a new city every day. It's never the same. As the year progresses, there's different projects that we do throughout the year that, change, and it breaks up the monotony of a normal desk job, I would say.
Foxborough, New England, it's all about football. The Patriots are all about football. We work hard, we grind, we have long days. If you don't love football, it's very hard to succeed here.
It's demanding, it's competitive. Just coming to work and, the staff that I work with every day, the people in the building in general, love everybody here.
You're always thinking about something 365 days a year. How can we get better in this area? When you love what you do, you're gonna do those kinds of things to, find a different way to get better, to find another advantage.
It's pretty inspirational, just, being a part of something bigger than yourself and feeling like you're contributing to the team and helping the team improve. That's why we do what we do.
It's very simple with the example that Mr. Kraft, sets for the entire organization to Coach Belichick and just, the pillars of what this program is, working hard, doing your job, just trying to find a way to get better each day, individually and as a team.
We're on the clock.